I see Nodak Mutual's role in assisting the farmers and the ranchers in the state of North Dakota as we insure against a natural catastrophe, some of those perhaps things that you could envision or foresee, a terrible tornado, windstorm, a death of livestock due to drowning. I see that as the insurance company's role. I see farm rescue kind of at the other end of the spectrum, where they step in and help when there is a sickness or serious injury within that farming or ranching family. They step in, help, and keep that operation moving forward so that that family can continue what they do and their lifestyle. When Nodak was founded, farmers and ranchers had difficulty finding companies to insure their livestock, their crops, and basically, their homes and the buildings on the farms and ranches in the state. And we've been doing that now for over 60 years, and we are the largest farm and ranch writer in the state of North Dakota. I actually originally grew up in the state of Indiana. I grew up in a small town. I didn't grow up on a farm or a ranch, although I did a lot of that working on the farms and ranches in Indiana at the time as a young man or a kid, helping out doing the typical hay baling type of thing. I've spent my whole career, the 19 plus years, in the insurance industry. I started with the Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance Company, where I worked for 10 years. I moved from that organization to the Illinois operation, which is called Country Financial, but I worked there, and that is the Farm Bureau Insurance Company in the state of Illinois. And then now 6 years ago, I moved to Fargo and started working for Nodak Mutual Insurance Company, again, staying within that Farm Bureau family. Indiana, Illinois, you get corn, beans, and a little bit of wheat. Maybe a little more animal agriculture than what we see here in North Dakota, but the number of crops that are growing in the state alone, you start throwing it out, we're the #1 producer in many, besides sunflowers and oats and the barley and all those other crops that we grow. I also was pretty amazed at the state as far as when we go from the east side of the state, the Red River Valley, all the way to the western part of the state, just the diversity we see and the type of farming that goes on, the types of farms and ranches that we have from clear out west and on more of the prairie type farms versus what we have here on the eastern side of the state. Our product portfolio for our farmers and ranchers in the state, first and foremost, is just our farm owners policy, which we insure, all the buildings and livestock, farm machinery, and plus protect the personal liability of our farmers and ranchers in the state. Certainly we insure all of their farm trucks and farm vehicles that they drive. And then we also have the crop insurance products, the private product, the crop hail product that we write, Nodak Mutual writes on our own paper. And then we also insure the federal program, the multi-peril crop insurance is another big piece of the business that we do for the farmers and ranchers here in the state. Nodak Mutual Insurance Company is a sponsor of Farm Rescue because when we had the opportunity a few years ago and we were approached about becoming involved, we saw an organization that was similar to our own. It was focused on the well-being of the farmers and ranchers, and we wanted to be involved with an organization whose primary emphasis was helping the farmers and the ranchers. And that's what we see a large part of the role that we do as an insurance company. We help them be successful in their farming and ranching operations. Some new things that Nodak Mutual Insurance Company, along with our partner, the Farm Bureau Federation, one of the new things that we did in the state was we introduced a teen driver program called Route 1000. And that is a Farm Bureau Federation program focused on the teen drivers in the state of North Dakota. And what it does is it is a more of a driver awareness type of program that once they get their driving permit, their driver's license, if they will sign up, go through a class which is sponsored by the Farm Bureau Federation, if they will go through that class, and if they will stay claims and conviction free for 1,000 days, hence the Route 1000, for 1,000 days, they're eligible for a $1,000 U.S. savings bond. So it not only educates them as to being a safe driver, the importance of wearing seat belts and not drinking and driving and being careful, but also it rewards them at the end. In addition to that, for those teens that sign up for it, Nodak Mutual Insurance Company is able to offer their moms and dads a 7% discount on their automobile insurance as well. So that was a new thing that we introduced almost 1,000 days ago. We're getting ready actually this summer of 2009 to start rewarding those teens that have been claiming conviction free for over that 1,000-day time period. Another new thing that Nodak Mutual Insurance Company is introducing this summer actually on our farm and ranch policies is a new coverage where it's called equipment breakdown coverage. And it's focused on more of the electronic equipment found throughout the farm and ranch. An example we might use is, let's say, the global positioning system in a combine. If that circuit board goes out of that, there's a problem with that and it malfunctions, we are now able to provide coverage for that type of electrical equipment breakdown. Another example might be electric motors or fans used in and around that farming operation. If they burn up, they break down, those typical kind of things that aren't covered by maybe just a normal farm policy or an insurance policy, we now have this equipment breakdown coverage available. Nodak Mutual Insurance Company is here to meet the lifetime insurance needs of our member clients, is what we have as our mission statement. And our member clients, first and foremost, is they're a member of that Farm Bureau Federation. And then, one of the services they get is being the opportunity to purchase insurance from Nodak Mutual Insurance Company, and therefore, we're considered one of those member services. So once that member client, they become a client in Nodak, but they're a member of the Farm Bureau.